Hope everyone's having a good Monday. A couple of things to go over. I wanted to start with Mark Ruffalo because a few days ago he made a huge statement. Now he's leaving Twitter. He's going to stick to Tumblr. Tumblr is going to be where you can get his messages. Well, now he's decided he's going to stay on Twitter. He's staying because he's got to fight the good fight. I think Mark is a clown, and I think he overestimates how much value he has to Hollywood. No one really takes Mark Ruffalo serious, I would hope, because he's a fool. He thinks because he's played a scientist in Marvel movies, he thinks he's a scientist. But he made a big statement. As Twitter grows more unpredictable and harmful to marginalized groups, I'm exploring some other avenues for us to connect. I'm excited to continue to foster and be in our great community. If you'd like to come along for the ride, here's where to find me. Join me on Tumblr. Then he decided he was going to stay. Or at least he's staying now. He hasn't left. And it's like, I thought you were leaving. He says it right here. He's not leaving. I'll also still be here, focused on social and political action relating to democracy and other things. So you're staying because you realized not a lot of people followed you over to Twitter. That's what happened. So he went to, or not Twitter, to Tumblr. So he went to Tumblr, and I would be willing to bet his follower list didn't grow. It barely growed. And he was sitting over there like, but I'm Mark Ruffalo. Why aren't they following me over here? So he had to save face and say, well, I'm going to still kind of stay on Twitter, which is funny. Elton John left too. I like how Elon Musk, who's just been blowing it out of the water lately with Twitter, it's been crazy. But we're going to stick with Disney for this video. He is a Disney employee, old Mark here. Good little useful idiot, in my opinion. So he'll be staying on Twitter because nobody decided to join him on Tumblr. Tumblr's a dead platform. Who advised him? I almost wonder if whoever's advising him is like secretly laughing at him. It's like not really his friends. Like, tell him to go to Tumblr or you better do it. So he goes to Tumblr. Nobody follows him over there because you can see when you get followers. Every platform shows you that. So he went over there. Nobody followed him, and he looked like an idiot. So now he is announcing he's got to stay on Twitter because, of course, he is. All these people that say they're leaving Twitter don't do it. That's what's really funny. Media saying Twitter's dead. It's not dead. What is dead, though, is Willow. Willow. Another failure for Disney Plus. So Willow, the sequel series to a movie that never needed a sequel, by the way. It's dumb that this series exists. Just go watch the original Willow, and you'll be fine. The ratings are in, and they're bad, naturally. Of course they are. I don't know how many more times Disney's going to pull their one-trick pony stuff before they realize that it just isn't resonating with audiences. The only reason that they made this series was so that they could have a story revolving around two women in love. There's no reason that this series needed to be made. Why don't you make an original series that has that big twist that nobody else is doing? Everyone's doing that. Like, that's not a reason for me to want to watch. I haven't watched this new Willow series, and I'm not going to watch it because this is fan fiction. Expensive fan fiction that was capable of bringing back original actors from the movie. Nobody wanted this. So it's a disaster. Samba TV is back and provides numbers for the first 2 episodes released last week. Willow isn't a big hit with fans, and it isn't a hit on Disney Plus as its ratings are the worst for a show on the streaming service. Samba TV took a bit of a sabbatical for some reason following the release of Amazon Prime's Lord of the Rings series, but now they are back and providing numbers for Willow. That's interesting. I wonder if they were like, why don't you just take a little bit of a break so you don't report on these awful Lord of the Rings ratings. According to Samba TV, only 481,000 households watched Willow in the first 5 days of release, and that is with 2 episodes released. Now, that's important because there's 2 episodes out, and this is all they've managed to accumulate. Now, there's more now. I'd like to see where it's at now. I bet you it's not much better. Fans despise the Willow series. And that's true. This is the rating score. So, of course, critics loved it. It stars 2 women in love. That's the central plot line. It's all you need to make a critic happy. You don't really need a story or any true character development as long as you've got something that pushes the message. Critics will praise it. They'll fall over each other to make sure it gets the highest scores possible. Because, of course, we're living in the new golden age of entertainment if you ask critics the way they give everything a score. Audiences, though, they don't agree. That's why this is at 27% audience score, which is catastrophic. You want to know something else that's really funny? Go to Disney, Shop Disney, and take a look at the Willow merchandise. Do you think they have a lot of new merchandise on these new popular characters and show? No. It's all the old stuff. These Willow figures. Look at these Willow figures. Notice anything? They're from the old movie. They're not from, none of this is from the new show. None of it's from the new show. None of it. Even the shirt. The shirt's from the movie. No one's buying merchandise based on Willow the show. It's all based on the old movie, and that's the only merchandise that they've put out. Look, the figures are on back order, which is kind of bad because it means that they're selling. But what's funny about it is they put out this new show. They don't make any merchandise for the new show. It's all based on the old movie. They put that show out to sell merchandise for the old movie, which is kind of funny. Stop buying this stuff, by the way, people. Don't buy these figures. You're buying these figures, and it proves to them they can make a shitty show, and people will still buy the merchandise for it. Even though it's not based on the new series, you're still supporting it by buying this merchandise. It shows them that there's still a market there. This will probably get another shitty series made. But at least we can laugh at the ratings. I like to look. This picture right here. The world needs Willow's magic again, and then it's all merchandise for the old movie. So another catastrophic failure for Disney. I think this is hilarious. Nobody wants what Disney's selling, unless it's nostalgia merchandise. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're still subscribed. Share the video. It helps a ton. Also, check out my Rumble, my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.